Hello everyone, it's Harmonica time. Glad you're here. Let me go post the link over on our website. The website is mammothgardens.com. And from there you'll pick up the sheet music that we're playing this week, along with harmonica advice, a harmonica library, a harmonica, the entire history of all of our harmonica classes in video form from the very beginning, and suggestions on buying and maintaining and all that good stuff with your harmonica. Today we're going to be playing our Tuesday song is always Ode to Joy, a little Beethoven to start our day. Then we also have, what else do we have here? Let me see. It's refreshing. Let's see. Puff the Magic Dragon, probably My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean, and then for sure tomorrow an Unchained Melody. I think we did both Bonnie and Puff yesterday. All right, and we did both sets of scales yesterday, so we won't do those today. And so that's the plan. Let me go post this on Twitter, HTTPS, mammothgardens.com. We are using, I have a rotating list of images I use. Today is the ensemble sheet music image. Tells people how to read our sheet music. Alright, so we have tweeted, so I can close that down. Diane is here. I know, I apologize for being early. It's 5 o'clock and I am here. So I am notoriously 3 minutes late, aren't I? Thanks a lot for rubbing it in, Diane. Thank you very much. Marcia made it in from damp North Carolina. So glad you're here. Let's see. I had a little weird blip on my computer just now. I'm hoping I'm still online. Looks like I am. Sound is good. Vic is back today. We missed you yesterday, Vic. I thought you decided to throw in the towel on music and take up ballroom dancing. So I'm glad you're back. Let's see. Today is a lovely... For those of you who haven't been reporting the weather properly, like me, for example, it is 93 degrees out there. It feels like it's a lot hotter than 93 degrees. It is an unpleasantly hot summer we're having. Here's how we're looking at it. Well, at least we're not on fire this year. We've had 3 years of fires. This right now is just hot, and it's annoying, and I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm ready to move to Iceland and just endure the winter. The problem is they don't let you move there, right? They don't, like, I'd be like, I'm moving to Europe, and I'm going to move to the worst country, whatever that is. And they're like, no, we don't want Americans. So, yeah, so I wish that it was cooler here. All right, let me make one adjustment to the microphone. It's probably going to mess your speakers up at home. Did I just now put it in the picture? I bet I did, didn't I? Hold on, I gotta pull up this other screen. Oh wait, I didn't. Okay, it's still off screen. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. Let's play Ode to Joy. Let's get that one out. Ode to Joy. On your diatonic, we play it 2 times through. We start with the below 5. There's a 4-beat count in. We're supposed to move at a rather jaunty pace. 140 is pretty quick. Remember, the first time you go down, you do play the first repeat on measure 16, and the second time through you do not play measure 16 because you play into the second repeat, and you're playing Beethoven. So take it seriously. You have to act like you're a real musician. And let's see. When people are beeping me. All right, that's just. All right, let's see. Linda made it in 84 degrees and humid, no wind. Yesterday was more pleasant, humid with no wind. Isn't it humid there all the time, Linda? I would expect since you're on the ocean that it would probably be humid there most of the time. That's just me knowing nothing about weather. 78 degrees up in northern Michigan. A little toasty, right, Sandy? You were certainly not hot like you had it before, but it's starting to creep into the upper 70s. I guess it's still pretty pleasant. All right, Ode to Joy. Here we go. 4-beat count-in, and then let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I played a 10 instead of a 7. Same basic concept. Toasty for this time of night. Oh yeah, it's nighttime there too, right, Sandy? East, I forgot about that. I was in the elevator with somebody today, and they says, "Well, the good part about Colorado is it cools down in the evening, and it hasn't been cooling down in the evenings at all. And so the house is up here is just hot all the time, and the air conditioning runs all day long. We have this old-fashioned heat and cooling system in the building, and it just runs all day long. All day long, you're listening to this fan. It just makes you want to scream. All right, Puff the Magic Dragon. Like it or not, here we go. Puff the Magic Dragon." And we have never played all 4 verses, and I don't think we ever will play all 4 verses. So I want to play the first verse and the last verse. And the only difference, of course, is that you're trying to pay attention to the lyrics as you go along. So the first set of lyrics is exactly what the standard notation says. Pa da dun 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 dun, right? And so the first set of lyrics is set up to be what the standard notation is. Subsequent sets of lyrics may or may not have additional syllables in the lyrics, right? And so your job is to be kind of paying attention to the lyrics to know whether you should blow it more than it says or less than it says. So, for example, in the first repeat or the first time through, we write "Puff the Magic Dragon," and so you would play 7 7 7 7 minus 7 6. But the last time through, his head was bent in sorrow. So his head is 7 7 7 7 7 minus 7 6. So you'd add in an extra little toot in there. So try, and if that gets too crazy, just play what's written on the paper, and you'll be fine. Okay. I try to read along as I'm playing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And what else should I tell you about this? Kind of a repetitive song. So by the time you played it through twice, you're like, that's enough. It's not as humid on the west coast. Okay, all right. See, I just assumed since you were near the ocean, it was always humid there. I don't know if the one has anything to do with the other, but I just assume. I grew up in Colorado where we don't really have humidity. In the summertime, it gets a little more humid, but not a lot. And so I don't understand how humidity works. I do know when I go where Marcia is right now in North Carolina, and it's 90% humidity every day, all day long. That's not something that I want to spend. That is not how I want to live my life. Puff the Magic Dragon. 2 times through. First verse, then last verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. My draw 8 got full of water. Wouldn't work. 7. Yeah. All right, there it is. All right, what are you gonna do? All right, let's see. Let's see, we got to get Tomorrow and Unchained Melody. We hit that Chromatic pretty lightly yesterday. So why don't we leave the Diatonic at that? Let's just say, yeah, that's our Diatonic for today. We'll short it just a little bit. And let's dig into the Chromatic songs, because both Tomorrow and Unchained Melody are quite a lot. And so let's switch over to Chromatics and see how we do. Plus my Diatonic is tired today, apparently. All right, let's do tomorrow first. So grab tomorrow. And we've talked about this every time we open it up, but it is important. The timing on this is really, really not meant for ensemble particularly. You can do it if you do exactly what's on the paper, but I think there's certain rhythmic issues here that are so challenging, as I wouldn't spend a ton of time worrying about it if you're playing exactly note for note with me. I think get it close, get it about what you think it should be, and if we're not exactly together, it's fine. I try to channel, I try to just hear this lyrics in my head is what I really try to do. The important note, measure 4, is a 5-beat note, or a 5-beat measure. Same with measure 8, that's a 5-beat measure. Everything else is a 4-beat measure. Important typo here. It's not really a typo, it just sounds a whole lot better. Measure 23, that should be a 9 instead of a 5. So normally, only a day away. That's how you do it the first time through. You drop down. But when you finish, you want to go up. Only a day away. Right? So you want it to go up. So that last note, make that a 9 instead of a 5, and you'll be happier with your results. I think that's really all I have to say. Oh, it's not unimportant that you have 16th notes in here. And so take a look at your sheet music, the standard notation for just a second. First 3 notes are rests, right? Rest, rest, rest. And then there's a quarter note, the. And then you have these 16th notes. And what you'll notice in music is when you see 16th notes and 32nd notes, and that's the ones with multiple bars connecting them on top, multiple flags, you'll notice the tempo of the song is usually slower. So in this case, where a quarter note equals 72, that's one of our slower songs. But the reason you slow down the tempo is you've got to get in those subdivided notes. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. So when you say 16th notes, you know you're going to go play them pretty quickly, but the overall tempo of the song is not particularly quick, so you don't need to go crazy rushing through them. Just make sure that you're putting a little bit of extra energy and oomph into those 16th notes, and you'll be happy with your results. The reason I bring it up, when you get down to measure 8, when I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I stick out my chin. Right, so those are moments where you're gonna kind of push your way through pretty quickly, compared to everything else. All right, tomorrow, 2 times through. Remember to skip 19, 20, and 21. I always recommend grab a yellow highlighter and just put it at the front of your first repeat. In this case, measure 19. That way, when you get there, you will turn your brain on and be like, is this the first time or the second time? If it's the first time, you go in there. If it's the second time, you obviously skip over and jump into measure 22. And then I also always put a yellow, not always, mostly, yellow highlighter wherever I'm supposed to repeat back to. In this case, it's measure 1 and you'd be fine, but a lot of times it's not measure 1, and then your eye is going to track to wherever that orange highlighter is. Makes your life just a tiny bit easier. That's it. I don't see any other mistakes or changes on the sheet music, so let's give it a try. 2 times through, not fast, and get the rhythm close. It doesn't need to be perfect. 1, 2, that's a little fast. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. All right, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? I think I'm starting on 2 instead of 3. 1, 2, 3. go. Sorry, guys. Pick up to measure 9. 1, 2, 3, go. Strum, ran out of breath, didn't plan properly for my breathing. I was going to mention, as I was playing along through this, when you get to that high point in this song, come what may, at measure 16, so the sun will come out tomorrow, so you've got to hang on till tomorrow, and then you get come what may, and you don't remember in the song, I mean, Shirley Temple's belting it out right there, right? Come what may. And what you want to do is, that's a place to really work on volume on your harmonica. The rest of the song feels like you could play it just normal playing. But when you get to that high point, and this is common in most music, when you get to some kind of a high point, when the music's going up in pitch and you're reaching this great moment, it happens in Danny Boy as well, where you'll get to this moment, you want to be building that energy up both in the pitch of the music, obviously, and then also in the volume that you're playing it. So it would not make sense to, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you've got to hang on till tomorrow, come what may, right? Dun, dun, dun. You don't want to play that quiet, so belt it out there. That's a place where you would typically see on sheet music. I rarely write in dynamics because I want you to make those decisions. But if I were writing in dynamics, that's a place where you'd see a forte, right? Come what may, and just make sure that you've got that as loud as you can. And then one of the ways you also see, sometimes you'll see a giant caret that goes along there. And let me show you what I would typically do if I were worried about this sort of thing. I would just put in a little red mark here, kind of quieter, and then it looks like a less than sign, a small part here, and then it sort of rolls up into a bigger thing. So the caret sort of scrolls along, and I don't know if you can see that very well, but the idea would be to have let you see it visually that it's supposed to get louder, right? Other ways to do it is to write mezzo forte and then forte on the far end of that, to remind yourself, hey, build up that energy, turn it into some sort of dramatic moment there. All right, beautiful. That's a nice song, isn't it? I like that. Okay, how are we doing on time? Good. All right, so now we go to tomorrow, or not to tomorrow. We just did tomorrow. Let's do Unchained Melody. And let's talk about what the challenge is here. The cool part about this arrangement is that I didn't do it. It's all everything that's great about this is Vicky created this and kind of pushed me into doing it. I had never done this song before, and it was nice to get it together. And so anything that's good is her fault. And then of course there's me coming in and being like, oh, we need to do this and that and this other thing. And so we have all this other stuff. Here's the challenge with it, right? You go down, you're playing along, happy as a clam. You get down to, where do you go back? How does the repeats work? Go down all the way to 40, right? You play all the way to 40, and you're like, all right, now I'm going to go back, okay? Go back to measure 1, and now you play all the way down to 40 again, right? So we're going to do that today. So it's long, okay? You just played 80 measures of music. Then you come back to the top one last time. Now, when you come back around, you play 1 through 22, and then you see the coda at the end of 22. That's that little bullseye thing. And codas come in match sets, unless I make a mistake. The first coda tells you here's where you're going to stop, and then second coda tells you here's where you're going to jump to. And in this case, you're going to jump to 41. Here's the problem on harmonica. You could just jump to 23 and 24, ignore that coda, and then stop at 24, and you'd be fine. But the reason we have to jump is that the guitar player and the ukulele player and anyone accompanying you has a little bit different ending than you have as a harmonica player. So you should, if you're reading the ensemble sheet music correctly, when you get to measure 22, jump to measure 41 and finish out the song with that lovely single note that lasts as long as you can stand it, right? It's really only just last 5 beats. However, if it's me, I'm just going to play measure 23, which is identical to measure 41, and from a harmonica perspective, and then I don't have to do anything. We can't end the song there really, because in measure 24 there's a 7th chord that's designed to get you into measure 25, and that would mess you up as a ukulele player or a guitarist trying to finish the song. You'd be like, oh, we got to go do it again. But in this case, as a harmonica player, you could probably just play measure 23 and forget about this fancy ending. But what you're really playing is measure 41, and then your the person accompanying you will play 41 and 42, their little fancy doodads there. And you'll notice at 24 it goes to a C7, but at measure 42 it stays a C. And so the music does not move there. It's just C chord. Okay, that's probably more information than you need, but I always like to have all of the facts. You can play this on Diatonic, you can play this on Chromatic, whichever makes you happy. Harder to play on Diatonic probably, but it's not that high. I mean, it's really, honestly, you look at it, you go up to 9. I don't even remember there being any 10s in here. So it's fine, right? Whichever instrument you want to play it on. I'm going to play it on Chromatic today. And this will be our swan song for today. Boy, the time goes so fast, doesn't it? All right, Unchained Melody, 4-beat count-in, 2.5 times through, basically. Where's my 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. One, two, three. 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. To the top. One, two, ready, go. One, two, three. Measure 25. One, two, three, four. Last time to the top. One, two, three, four. One, two, three. There we go. All right, it's a long song, but it's not hard to play, right? It goes on and on and on. Just lovely. Good job, Vic. All right, that's it. That's all I know about harmonica for today. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day where you are. Diane said, I seem to have lost Unchained Melody, but I am sounding fine. Nice. On Unchained Melody, you should be able to just click on the front page of the website and it'll come right up for you. So yeah, it's on the front page of the website at the moment, and so you can just go click on it there, Diane, and knock it out. yeah, and not the technical skill piece that some of our others are, and but just lovely to play. All right, guys, I'm gonna sneak out of here. I got guitar tonight, and then guitar orchestra tonight, and guitar solo stuff tomorrow night. You should come and play guitar with us. It's super fun. And then ukulele on Fridays, so come hang out with us and do that. And that's all I know. All right, hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. Peace.